The number 44, hugely significant number, the number I associate with the word kill. It's also a number that seems to be associated with African Americans as well. So let me show you a video and put together some 44 connections that you're going to enjoy. So Marvin Gaye was murdered on his last day of being 44 years old. Tammy Terrell died on 16th of March 1970 from her death, which was the 16th of March 1970, to her upcoming birthday, the 29th of April 1970, was 44 days. Martin Luther King Jr., as I mentioned in a recent video, was assassinated on the 4th of April 1968, so 4-4, and his shooter was James Earl Ray. In gematria, Ray equals 44. I've said before, the people who shoot these people is all an absolute psyop, especially when you decode the names. Amy Winehouse, a few people have asked me to do a video on her, I will. But Amy Winehouse died exactly 44 weeks and 4 days after her 27th birthday. I've said how ritual equals 27, and the likes of Amy Winehouse and Kurt Cobain and Jimi Hendrix and Jim Morrison all died when they were 27 in ritual sacrifices. Continue with 44. Malcolm X died on the 21st of February 1965, which has a date numerology of 44. Because if you do 2 plus 21 plus 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 5, it gives you 44. There's a reason why he died on that specific day. The shooter who assassinated Malcolm X was Thomas Hagen, and in gematria, Thomas Hagen equals 44. And guess what? He was released from prison after 44 years. What an absolute mockery this is. And as I keep saying, video after video, I show you what's going on. I have a friend in England, a guy called Stephen Henderson. He says that numbers mean nothing. It means nothing. Give me evidence. For example, when I said it's highly coincidental that Gabriel Jesus got coronavirus on Jesus' birthday on December the 25th, he said, do you have proof that he wasn't positive? It's like, this is what I'm dealing with. No, I don't have proof. But when it comes to these type of numbers, Malcolm X dying on a 44-day numerology, the guy who supposedly assassinated him, his name equals 44, and then he's released from prison after 44 years. I think that's enough evidence to show you what's going on with these numbers. And the word shooting sums up to 44, and obviously Thomas Hagen, it was reported that he shot Malcolm X. Barack Obama was the first black president. He became the 44th president of the United States 44 years after the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Again, it's not coincidental. Obama got that role for a reason, because it was connected to the numbers. DJ Black and Mild died March the 19th at the age of 44, and his death is being blamed on coronavirus. The date it was reported that he died can be written 1903, like 193, and that is the 44th prime. So look here, New Orleans bounce DJ Black and Mild has died age 44. How much longer are we going to play along with this game of them telling us people die of coronavirus or committed suicide or drug overdose? How much longer are we going to play along with this game, guys? 44, if I'm going to connect it to sports, Tampa Bay Lightning win the Stanley Cup. This is in the NHL hockey. Exactly 44 days after the August 15, 2020 lightning storm on San Francisco. So lightning equals 44. And interestingly, it also equals 55, and I wouldn't be shocked if there's like a storm during this year's Super Bowl, which is Super Bowl 55. Something's going on that day. It's being played on the 7th of February, which you can write 2-7 like ritual. Something's going on big the day of the Super Bowl. I don't know exactly what, but something's going down on that day. There's a ritual taking place. Michigan prisoner dead after 44 years in prison from coronavirus. News announced on the 20th of April, 2020. If you do 4 plus 20 plus 20 equals 44. Michigan, where this prisoner died, equals 44, and the word kill equals 44. So whether these people die or not, I'm not sure. But if he did die, he didn't die of coronavirus. He was killed because his numbers were set up for him to be killed. So here, look, man who served 44 years in prison dies from COVID-19 just weeks before his release. Oh, what a tragic story. That's so sad. Look, April the 20th, 2020. Oh my word, 11:44 a.m. Look at the 44 here. Where CBS, the three-worded abbreviation, CBS. 11:44. 11's a master number than the 44 like Kill and Michigan and the date numerology. Again, numbers don't mean anything. Sure they don't. And I'll just end it with this. This is not really that significant, but if any of these die or get killed or die of cancer, because they all have the 44 connections, or even if they die on the day in which they were born. So Robert Downey Jr., interestingly, he's currently 55. He was born on the 4th of April. As I've said, Super Bowl 55's coming up. Are we going to have a ritual where Robert Downey Jr. dies? Who knows? Maya Angelou, an author. Heath Ledger, you know all about him, the actor who was phenomenal playing the Joker. He was born on April the 4th. Supposedly he overdosed. Pretty sure he didn't. David Blaine, the magician. Again, all these people at the top in the Jesuit order, they're into black magic. They've been hiding sacred truths from us. And we believe magic is somebody like David Blaine or David Copperfield or pulling a rabbit out of the hat. No, I think there's genuine magic. I think they kind of told us in Harry Potter. There probably are these Jesuit schools where they go and they learn magic, literally actual magic. But I don't know for a fact. And then Graham Norton, the late night talk host, he's 57 at the moment. He was born April the 4th. Again, it must be a massive Jesuit. Graham Norton equals 144 like the Jesuit order. So we'll see if there's any rituals with these people. So there you have it. This number 44, how it's connected to people getting killed, how it's connected to African Americans and African Americans getting killed. Obama becoming the 44th president. Like I said, Biden's 46th president, second Catholic. Catholic equals 46 in gematria. The first Catholic president was JFK. He was assassinated at the age of 46. Come on, it's all there. I'm trying everything I can. I'm staying up till 3 in the morning, putting together all this information for people to see what's going on before it's too late. Or to see through it and go, oh, okay. I want people to be like, oh, okay, there we go. Another African-American dead at 44 on a 44-day numerology. I want people to be able to see that. Instead of saying, oh, it's so tragic, it's so sad. I love Marvin Gaye. Yeah, great singer, great performer, massive Jesuit puppet. Murdered on his last day of being 44 years old. And Martin Luther King Jr., for anyone, a few people said the guy was a legend. He really cared about people. If he truly cared about people, he would have been dead a long time before he actually got killed. He wouldn't have been able to travel around the United States the way that he did and have his own security and all of that. He would have been popped off. He was playing his role as false opposition. I've told you about false opposition. Martin Luther King, David Icke, Elon Musk. These people who act like they care about the public and justice, they don't. They just have to have a certain amount of them playing that role to confuse the masses. Because if everyone at the top was clearly evil, people would wake up to it. But when you have a few of them who are pretending to be these nice people, like Martin Luther King Jr. did, it confuses so many people. Joe Rogan, another one, massive false opposition. I might do a whole video on false opposition so you can identify them and see through them. I'll do a video on that actually. Right, so there you have it. You learned now about the number 44. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment. And if there's anything you want me to decode, I'll happily look into it for you. Thank you.